What's up, YouTube? 50 mile per hour man here. I got a battle against FizzyStardust, the leader of Abra's Asylum. He leads off with a torque hole. I lead off with an executor. I just go for the sleep powder, and he makes a good play and goes into Bennett. And right away, as soon as he tricked me, I figured I'd be in for a long game because I know Fizzy's a really good battler, and I figured I'd have a problem battling him because he really knew what he was doing. So he knew I was going to switch, so he goes for the pursuit. Takes me all the way down, so now that thing's pretty much useless. He just sneaks my Rampardos as I go for the Zen Headbutt, and I knew it would take 2 hits to KO this thing and see how much Shadow Sneak did. I knew I wouldn't have a lot of health left, but to make things worse, he gets a crit, so that didn't really help my chances. I could have got an extra turn off of Rampardos. You'll see. I could have got an extra turn off of him right here. I could have got one more turn if I didn't get crit, but he knows he's slower, so he just sets up Stealth Rocks, and he knew he could survive the Earthquake. So he just sets up rocks and lives the Earthquake. So now I go into my artillery because the dimensions return to normal, so I know I'm faster. He switches out and goes into a Pelipper. Right here, I was debating going for the Water Spout, but I didn't know how much it would do since I lost some health. So I just went for the Surf. He switches out, goes into his Minin, and I knew as soon as I saw this thing that it was a nasty plot Baton Passer, but I didn't care. I just wanted to set up Trick Room. So that's what I did. I just set up Trick Room with Porygon 2 as he nasty plots. And next turn I know he's going to switch out, and I just decide to go for the Ice Beam, not knowing what he's going to switch out into. Or I switch out myself because I know he's going to switch out into something slower than Porygon 2. So I just go to my slowest thing, which is Camerupt. And I knew I didn't want to switch out because I didn't want it hurting anything else on my team. So I just tried to get a Toxic off, maybe help wear it down. But the Toxic misses. Turns out that wasn't that big of a deal. So my Camerupt goes down, and I go back into my Porygon 2, hoping that I'm slower so that I can go first. Turns out that I am slower. I get the Thunderbolt off, and Pelipper's not going to stand a chance against Thunderbolt. So Pelipper's going to go down. He's going to go out into Torkoal now, and I have a Torkoal on a different team, and I knew he was going to explode. I knew he was going to. So I just switch into my Executor, knowing he's exploding and that this thing is a waste now. That was a good play by me. So I go back out into Porygon 2 as the dimensions return to normal, just so I can set up another Trick Room. But I see this thing, and I decide to go for an Ice Beam, hoping to hit it, but he goes back into Minin, and seeing how much damage it does, I didn't want to set up another Trick Room. I said I'd rather just go for the Ice Beam. So I hit it with another Ice Beam, maybe hoping for a crit or a freeze. Didn't get it. Now, I figured I could live a Thunderbolt, and I probably could. I didn't bother running calcs, but I probably could live that Thunderbolt. But he got another crit. So the battle was completely hacksy for me. So I go into my Hypno knowing I can live a Thunderbolt, because this thing's special defensive. Just Thunderbolts, and I set up a Trick Room, and I know he's going to die to Life Orb, so I just set the Trick Room up, and right here he goes out into a Girafarig, and I figured this thing was special, so I just wanted to get damage on it. It turns out it's actually physical, and if I would have set up a Crunch, he crunches. If I would have set up a Reflect, I might have been able to live that. But I go into Artillery just for the Surf, and I'm figuring that he'd live this, but he didn't live it. So that takes it out, and the only thing he has left is his Sand Slash, and Surf's easily going to one-hit KO that thing. So good game, FizzyStardust. Guys, please comment, rate, subscribe, because I'm going to be posting a lot more battles now. As you've probably already seen, I've posted like 3 battles in 2 days. So, Fizz, thanks for the battle. Peace.